shit. I might just hit your bitch. I walk in the party.
They end up talking to Jameis Winston. They asked him about how does he feel losing his job. He said he felt like he lost his job because of injury, and he felt like that's never been something that's happened with the Saints. You don't lose your job because of injury. That's what he claimed. Do you feel like he lost his job because of injury though?
No, bro, come on. I've been following Jameis Winston. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Jameis Winston is like one of my homies just because we was born the same year, 1994. He was in the same class as me. It's just funny because like Jameis Winston is a very talented guy. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. They won a national championship with Florida State. He was the first overall pick. He had a pretty solid first few seasons with the Buccaneers. He's just a turnover bug. That's his only flaws, just turnovers, whether it's throwing interceptions or him just not holding on to the ball. Like, even in the pocket, it seems like he always gets – it seems like every time he gets sacked, it's a strip sack. I swear to God. Every time. It's a strip sack. It's like he just can't hold on to the ball.
So he played – I'm looking at his games right now. So this season, he ended up playing 3 games. He ended up going 2-1. 2 losses, one against the Carolina Panthers, which is not a good team. Another one against the Buccaneers, okay, 20-10. And then you got a dub against the Falcons. In those 3 games, he had 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
See?
4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And going into that last game against the Falcons, he ended up having 5 interceptions with 2 touchdowns. So
and look at Andy Dalton's stats compared to his. I would go with Andy Dalton too.
And look, if you look at Andy Dalton, I like the little 1-2 punch that they do. You put him in, you don't take him out, you throw Hill in, Hill runs the ball. They don't know if Hill's gonna run the ball. He ended up throwing it. It's kind of like with the Niners with the Niners with Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo, but the Niners didn't stick to it, probably because Trey Lance is a real quarterback. He was a rookie that year. They don't want to risk him running the ball every fucking time. I feel like Taysom Hill, he can run the ball, he can throw the ball. He's not gonna be your number 1 quarterback, but he could easily be this little dual threat type of. I don't know. What would you even call Taysom Hill? Is there a player that you could like relate him to? I don't know if there's too many players that play quarterback, wide receiver, running back. Like Debo does multiple positions. Patterson does multiple positions, but I don't think neither one of them plays like quarterback, even though Debo does have a touchdown.
Nah, now that I think about it, I know it's a player that we probably can't think of right now or off the top of my head. But one player that comes to mind a little bit, not even him, because he didn't really play quarterback in NFL. I was gonna say my boy from Michigan, Denard Robinson. But Denard Robinson, he was a straight running back in NFL. He didn't play no quarterback.
When we get to the league,
yeah, when he gets to the league. Taysom Hill really, he's a rare breed because he actually throws the ball, he runs it, he catches it. He's definitely a Swiss Army knife. And I would consider him just an offensive weapon. He's a weapon. You can put him anywhere. Receiver, tight end. He can block. He can crack down block. You can fake the run with him and pull up and pass that hole. And he got an arm. I follow him in college at BYU. Barring him tearing his ACL like 3 times, this dude tore his ACL 3 times, dude. And if he never tore his ACL, that man probably would have went first round because that man was in the Heisman Trophy. He was in the Heisman race every year. He was in college on me. The only reason why he was out of it by the end of the year is because he ended up getting hurt in the season.
Then going back to Andy Dalton, he got 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So Jameis Winston threw 5 interceptions in that little 4-game span, 3-game span. Andy Dalton's been starting all season. Right, Andy Dalton's been starting a couple games this season? 5 games, going crazy. He's playing good. He's playing probably the best ball in his career. He's towards the. We all thought he was towards the end, right? We all thought it was kind of over. He thought it was at the end. He spent all his years with the Bengals. I thought he was kind of just like the bridge quarterback, throw him in just to waste some time. But it looking like he may be able to get this Saints team to the playoffs. I don't know with the Buccaneers though. Because the Buccaneers, 1 week they look good, 1 week they look ass. I don't know. They still trying to find that little consistency. Maybe it's Tom Brady. I don't really know what's going on with the Bucs.
Bro, Saints and I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the Saints had a big win last week, but Saints in playoffs is not. They don't mesh well this year. I can't see that happen. That'd be the biggest. Mark my words. Like today, this live on what's today's date? November 22nd. I cannot see this. I would be very shocked if the Saints make the playoffs. Super shocked. Even though that division is ass right now, it is kind of ass. But I cannot see the Saints even coming close to the playoffs.
I feel like the Saints is more together than the Bucs, though. As a team, it looked like they playing with more chemistry and more camaraderie.
Nah, I feel like in that division, I feel like it's out of the Falcons and the Bucs. I mean, you never know. The Saints could come out of nowhere. You know, it's still like 7 games left, but still, I just feel like Tom Brady. Come on, it's Brady. He ain't going out like that.